What's good, y'all? So I decided to come to this park. Look, I've never been to this park. Random park. Um, Random park. But it's like the back of the park. I just decided to walk back here. Um, but today I wanted to make this video on, when you ain't in the area that you're familiar with and you see people walking around, your eyes got to do a little dancing too sometimes, because you got to make sure that people ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but I wanted to make this video today about just starting over. Like, there's nothing wrong with starting over. And not I don't even want to say starting over. This really ain't I don't even want to say starting over. This is about starting with what you have. That's what I meant to say. Like, starting with what you got. And you can consider that starting over, whatever the fuck it may be. But looking at the things that you already have. So right now I'm in a new state. Only a few people know where I'm at, and I'm grateful for that. When I want to share that with more people, then I will. But right now it's not important to share what's important to me with people that I feel like aren't important to me. So like, yeah, like, so like I said, I'm keeping all these videos raw, unedited. But since I've been here, I've been being intentional about really getting into my writing and really just telling my story as it is, which is the point of these videos. These are just lessons that I'm learning throughout my journey. So starting with what you have is so important, because sometimes we feel like we want so much more and we're not even grateful for what we have. So people want millions of dollars, they want all these different things, but they can't manage the $10 that's in their pockets. Most people can't manage $1. So you want to manage millions of dollars but can't manage $1. It's like, you got to start with where you at. You got to love the things that you have now, no matter what it is, whether it's something that you feel like you want or don't want, whether it's ideal or not ideal for you. You still have to start with everything that it is that you have. Most of the time, the resources are there for you in the moment. You don't have to go to here, and here to get all of these external resources, when a lot of the time you already have everything that you need. You're already fully equipped and prepared. So I'll give an example. So in 2020, I started a podcast, Range of Emotions, and I was overthinking it. Like, I need this, I need that, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, I want visuals, I want that. Instead of me just starting off saying, hey, like, I got this iPhone, I got these headphones, I can record and just make some audios, and then later on I can start, maybe propping my phone up and making some visuals. But I wasn't appreciative of what I had in that moment, and it's been 5 years since then, and it's like I probably have like 4, maybe 5 episodes. And y'all, yes, it's hot out here. I got cocoa shea butter on, but it's still hot. Some people be like, why you got shea butter on when it's hot outside? I can't be ashy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't be ashy. But it's hot, but it kind of feel good today. But yeah, so you got to learn how to start with what it is that you have, and it might not be the most. Your job might not be paying you the most. You might not be in the living situation that you want to be in. You might not be in the physical shape that you want to be in, but you have to start where you are. Like, you can't try to continue to jump all these different timelines and you ain't even trying to adapt to the one that you in this moment. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to use the resources that you have now and say, hey, this is what I can do with that. So again, like, I gave the example about like a podcast. Again, if you don't have a gym membership or you feel like you can't afford a gym membership, your ass be on YouTube, don't you? You got Wi-Fi in the crib. Why don't you go on YouTube and look up some videos? Start losing weight in your home, and then maybe you'll muster up the courage one day to say, hey, like, okay, I can go get a gym membership. I can do this now with my body. I can really take it to another level now, but I started here. It's just like with any business, with anything that you want to do. All these businesses, all these things in life, it's like you had to start somewhere. Us as humans, we had to start somewhere. And I always say, like, my favorite thing to say is like pennies make dollars. Like, those little small things that you do take you to different levels, and you have to be comfortable with understanding that, like, there are going to be times where you may not have the most of something, or you might not have what it is that you want in the moment. But if you never start, you're never going to have it. If you're never appreciative for what you have in the moment, you're never going to have any more. You know what I'm saying? You have to be appreciative of the small things. You have to love, even like in seasons where you feel like you just like, ugh, you know, like, let's say, like, again, like with physical fitness, like, you might not like your body, you know, but you still have to love yourself in that season. You have to love yourself exactly where you are, and to be able to really love yourself more and more over time, and it just becomes more of a powerful experience within yourself. And so, you know, just start where you are, man. It's like the best thing, like my favorite thing to do, like before I paint, is peel the plastic off the canvas. Because every time I paint, it's a new painting. It's me starting over. It's me saying, like, I could put something new on here every single time. And it's just up to me what I want to put on it. And I think that sometimes, because we depend on outside resources so much with things, we don't even take the time to see what we want. You know, so we may think that, oh man, like, I don't have this and I don't have that. And I always say, one thing I've been saying a lot lately is, like, when you feel like you have nothing is when you have the most. Like, when you feel like you at, like, depths end, fucking rock bottom, fucking just bottom of the earth kind of thing, you really got the most. You know what I'm saying? You really have the most, and you don't need all these external things to kind of get you where you want to go. Start with exactly what you have. Start with that version of you. Like, you might want to be a better version of yourself, but like, this version of yourself is here. Start with everything that is you right now in this current moment, and then continue to progress. Love on what's you right now. Like, love on what's in your circle, in your life right now, and just let things be what they are. Don't try to like, don't try to compare yourself to others and feel like you have to start with this and you have to start with that. And again, I go back to the example with the podcast. Like, most people want to make podcasts, but then, like, they don't, because they feel like they need to have the whole mic set up and they need all the cameras and all the lights, and it's like, that's just, like, not realistic. Like, it's okay to start with that iPhone and that $20 tripod from Amazon, because Amazon got everything. Amazon got everything. So, you know, it's okay to start with whatever it is that you may consider, I guess, the bare minimum. Like, me, I'm just making these videos. I'm at the park. I'm on my iPhone. I got my little tripod from Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just chilling. And it's me starting somewhere. Like, you know, I want to write books one day. I have my little notebook, one of, like, many that I just be writing all my business in and stuff. And so it's just like, I just start with the notebooks. I started with what I have. And I just, over time, I'll progress and I'll continue to, you know, I appreciate the process of everything that I'm going through. I think back then, I don't think that version of me would have been able to accept a lot of things. Like, I felt like I always would feel like I didn't have enough. And it's like everything I ever needed was always right there in my face. I was always looking for these external answers to questions that I would ask. And even if someone did give an answer, I still wouldn't listen. I still would be searching for this answer to this question that I have. And so I didn't feel like anything I was doing was enough. I didn't feel like the things that I had was enough. And I'm finally at that point now in life where it's like, so many things are enough. Because when I felt like I didn't have enough, I felt like life was a little bit more chaotic. Life was just like so much. But I think now getting to a point where I'm just learning to just have some level of like peace in my life, I think that I feel like I got everything. And I feel like with that, it helps me evolve more into who I want to be, because certain things I really don't have a want for. I think that I used to look at outside things a lot, and I used to want these things, and it doesn't mean I still don't want these things, but I remember always telling myself, even when I was a teenager, like, when I reach physical wealth, I want to already have internal wealth. Like, I want to I want to be building myself day by day, evolving myself internally day by day. And that just starts with understanding where I am now, understanding who I was, and then understanding where it is that I want to go, who I'm becoming. And yeah, I'm just kind of everywhere right now, but my moral of just like this whole video is just like, start with where you at, start with what you got. Stop going outside for this external validation on how to go about things or how to start something that you want to start. Whatever it is that you want to do in your life is possible. Yes, it's cliche as hell, but it's also right as hell too. Like, nothing is going to start if you don't start it. I mean, the moment you stop, everything stops. So you got to think about it like that, man. Like really so cool for real. Like life be like, let's just take a moment of silence. You feel me? You feel me? Life is really so cool. Like, just start with what you got, man. Like, stop beating yourself up over what you have now or what it is that you feel like you don't have. Like, if you feel like you don't got it, you ain't gonna never have it. Feel like you already got that shit. Feel like it's already there. Knowing as long as you putting in work to get towards something, you're gonna always get what you working towards. But if you ain't working towards nothing, you ain't gonna get shit. You think if you don't go to work for 2 weeks, you just gonna magically get a check in the mail or a direct deposit when it's time to get paid? No. So that's just my thing. I don't know. I feel good out here, y'all. I just be happy to be up, man. I just be happy to like be happy. Like, life comes with its ups and downs, its ebbs and flows, but like, I just don't have no complaints, you know. And I know I want more for myself, so I know to attract the things that I really want, I really gotta embody that within myself. So it's like me starting where I am, like knowing that I want things and starting right where I am, you know. But yeah, y'all, I'll catch y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody who actually takes the time to make it to the end of my videos. I know I be talking, I know my mind be everywhere, I be everywhere. But I'm gonna get better at that. Maybe I need to really start writing this stuff down in my notebook and really coming on here with the points that I want to make. But sometimes I just be wanting to talk in the moment. When I woke up, someone was just like, all right, put your tripod back in your car. And I sat in the driveway for a while and I was like, all right, I'm going to the park. So here we are. But yeah, y'all, I'll catch y'all later.